People, wagwan, on Sunday again. Alright, so the other day I dropped my first video on the channel, and I promise to the few people who will listen and who want more information, then I will drop part 2 of it. So this is part 2. Alright, so a lot of people still been ask like how you go about leaving Jamaica to Mexico. I think I did state that clear enough, but I might go back through again. Alright, so first, please note that you can't take a flight from Jamaica, a plane from Jamaica to Mexico straight. So you have to go to Panama and then leave from Panama to Mexico, right? People been also asked like, how about going to Belize and Honduras and them places? I don't really have sufficient information for providing with that route. So therefore, I won't give you any update on that. What I know of, you leave from Jamaica, go to Panama, and then you leave from Panama to Mexico. We all know that you leave from Jamaica and you go Panama, you don't have to do it directly. A same day flight from Panama to Mexico. What you can do is go Panama, spend a couple days in Panama, and then you book your flight from Panama to Mexico, right? And I mean, we're all going to hear all the bad and negative comments, like going to Mexico, that immigration will stop you and have problem with you and all that, which people still do. I go to Mexico from all nations, from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, Africa, across the world, because that's the thing nowadays. If you can't get a visa, people will go to Mexico and it can't stop everybody, right? Even the other day, somebody may help somebody, give them some information, yeah. That person linked me on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me, if you follow me on my Instagram page, go ahead, search me. It's on Sound TV, and you can DM me there, and we'll talk more. I have a lot of information which you can provide you with, right? Alright, so it's best if you go Panama and spend a couple days, book a reservation, show them that you're going to be here for a couple days and you're going to leave in such time, but you know so well while you're in Panama, you're going to book your flight from Panama to Mexico. And once you reach in Mexico, you're good. Immigration in Mexico, can be easy, it can be hard, depends on who you go to, right? You have ways. If your sister will, you know, we as Jamaican, we look through and see when people look pleased and who to go to and whatever. So if you see that you will go to that person, try to make somebody go around you and you try to go to that person, yeah? And it's also best if it get a late flight to Mexico. When I say late, I mean like, you land in Mexico like after 12, after 11, after 12, anytime, you know, say people really, there's not much people there in the airport, and people don't really have time for you to go through no one bag of this and that. Them just want to get you out and eat that. Yeah. And please be reminded that you need to book a reservation in Mexico, right? So when them ask you where you're going to stay, you show them that you already booked your reservation and you're going to be here for at least 2 weeks, you and your spouse. They might not grant you the full 2 weeks in Mexico, which them can say, what, I give 5 days, right? But no matter that, you don't go and know, so them give the days them, where you can start in here. You're in Mexico, and you can head to the border, right? Alright, when you reach to the border now, it's not a long process. Them stop hold on pump people for long. If you walk down to the border itself, where them have the patrol them and whatever, that a way you drive through and all that, that might take you longer because you might have to seek asylum there. If you jump over the border, meaning like cross over, find other different means to cross over the border, well, that might ease you. You might just hold on you, put in a detention center, you might stay there for maybe a day. Then now hold on people for long again. Because the system will kind of get tightened up now, where more people are coming in, so they don't have enough space to keep people in the detention center. Right? So while they're there, you just want to know so you have certain relevant information and then never question much why you come over in the US and just take your information, so have you process it for a little, and then by a day you're gone out. Yeah. And all you need to do is just tell yourself, so well, you do this, and even if you don't take a day or even 3 days or what, there's no turning back, because as long as them hold on you, they can't tell them, say, you're what, I'm not about to do this, so I'll come back out or whatever, or no, you can't do that. It's up to them, right? And people, please, when you travel, please don't travel with your kids. Not say you can't travel with them, but if you're going to do it, it's a risk thing, right? A lot of people get caught up with them kids, think they're dead on the journey and all that. The other day I also see this article with this lady. She reached in Mexico, and I don't know about immigration. I come to your hotel. I don't know about that, which I find kind of find that funny, because immigration will normally come to your hotel where you stay. I see it, search for nobody. No, they don't have time for that, right? So I saw it and I was like, really? I mean, them say the little girl, 3-year-old, drop through the window and dead, right? Because here's the immigration that comes, so everybody around and whatever. Even if them come, them don't know your ultimate motive for you being here. So you don't need to run or anything. And then again, as to say, I don't know if immigration will come to your hotel room for you. Tell us, well, you have to go back or no, then no, just nothing like that. As long as you're in the country, you're good. You can always fly around. You just want to know, so you do your thing and reach to the border. When you reach to the border now, there's not much them going question on and whatever, because they're already in Mexico. And you don't breach them law by crossing over the border. Right? And as long as you cross the border, them can't turn them again. As long as you patrol hold it, them can't turn them again. Right? The next thing, if it reach a point where your sister will try and whatever, and the immigration will give you a problem, all you need to do is tell them that you can't go back to your country. It's simple. As long as you tell them you can't go back to your country because certain circumstances, them going to have you there and process you, and they might hand you over to the US immigration. And all you have to make them know, so you're here to seek asylum. And it's simple, you can't go back in your country due to certain circumstances. It's either your sexuality, your religion, you're a witness of crime, or whatever. Just make sure so your story it really makes sense. And please, before you leave Jamaica, try to have a solid reason why you leave from Jamaica. It can't be that you just say, I try this out and you just say it doesn't work. Well, you can, right? You can, because a lot of people just come through the border and then do other necessary things to get them stay in the United States. Right? Because it can work. You can come over and get a paper sort, straighten out and get somebody married, business marriage, or even find somebody married and might never know the love thing, and it work out. You find somebody and get them and get married. Right? It can work. So not because you come over here, you go through the body, you have to seek asylum. No, it's not like that. You can, as long as you reach in the United States, you're good. I'm not going to say you're good, but you're good. You just want to know, say, you change up a thing that it's not going to be asylum, but still do not give up on the asylum. Even if you have somebody or go married to, still do not give up on the asylum. It can come through before the green card come through when you're married to somebody. Right? Yeah. And please be reminded that the process of getting your full stay in America It's going to take you like about 5 to 7 years. Yeah. And for you to see like the judge, if you get a court case, that's going to take you like about, I would say like 2 years. It can be shorter, depending on the amount of people who are trying to, the amount of people who they in front of you or whatever. Don't feel like, so, well, I'm not going to do it and then by next week I get a court. No, it's not like that. Or next year, no, it's not like that. Or when them call you, and you have to please make sure that the number that you gave them for certain, yeah? This is the number you can contact me on. Please try to make that call and miss you. Because if it miss you, it gonna be in backlog again. And that might take you next year again before you can get the next call to say, this is a court date, right? And remember, thousands of people that do this. So if you miss your date, it gonna be that you get pushed back again. And you stay, so you can say you're going, we don't have to go back to Jamaica or whatever. It's going to take you longer. It can take you even 10 years before you even can go back to Jamaica. If you make your date pass, even your court date, trying to make that pass, so they can deport you back into Jamaica, right? If them catch you, right? So just try to get all the relevant documents and everything. Try to get a lawyer. In the meanwhile, you have a lot of free legal aid lawyer who can help you to process your file, through your thing, so you can can speed up the process. Speed it up not meaning that it will come through quick. No, it's not like that. When you submit the documents, at least you can get you can start get like a social within within less than a year. Your work permit, so you can even get a job, because while seeking asylum, you're not allowed to work in the United States. You're not allowed to work. If they catch you at work, they can deport you. And even the people who hire you can get into big problem too as well. But we go to work already. No matter what, you still can get to work. Backdoor deal and whatever. So, no matter be a problem to you. Just go and get your money, go and stock up the bread, and know say you're going. Sooner or later your papers gone, because we all know that if you take on a thing like this, you never really see what you tell yourself you not see about Jamaica for now, right? So just go and get up a bread, and even if you can pay a lawyer, the lawyer might even charge you, even say you can charge you from even $7,000 up, depending on the law firm where you go to or whatever, or the lawyer, right? If you can get a lawyer, pay them and speed up the thing, through your papers, so you can get the thing up and running ASAP, yeah. But it's not a bad thing, right? And people I say, them now go to Panama to Mexico. People, every day this a happen. Every day. People get turned back and people have to go through. But as I say, if I get turned back, just let them know that they can't go back to Jamaica. Even though me I talk, a friend of mine reach in Mexico and hit me up and say, because another person I talk from in that Jamaica and whatever, and the person, I follow him through on steps and whatever, the person go through Panama, and it was his thing, because he never have sufficient money. What he do, you don't have to do it this way, right? But it's a little trick to the system as well, not to go through Panama immigration. Just book a flight. You can book 2 flights from Jamaica, right? One from Jamaica to Panama and one from Panama to Mexico on the same particular day. So you have to leave out of the airport in a Panama. All you need to do, just reach in a Panama, stay in the airport, wait until you get try to get a flight where late in the night, so you just stay in the airport. It's like a connected flight, but it's not actually a connected flight, because book it for go straight to Mexico, so it wouldn't be a connected flight, right? Just book your flight from Jamaica to Panama, stay in the airport, and then you wait on your flight, right? So you now have to go through Panama immigration, because them can even slow the thing to as well. Because people get turned back into Panama, as we all know, right? So if you don't go through FIDEM immigration, all you have to do is just stay in the airport and you wait in your flight, and then you just go straight into Mexico. Be reminded that it's best if you do a late travel. I mean, like, you know, you left Panama in the night. So, you know, you're reaching Mexico late that. Right? And remember, have certain information that you can present to the Mexican immigration officer. Like, your reservation, you can give them a name. It don't have to be an accurate name. You can just make a name and make them know that the person you're going to see. And if you're supposed to be, you and that person been talking for years, and you decide to link up in Mexico or whatever, right? And that person, you don't have to tell them that the person is from Mexico. You can let them know that this person is from a different country, and you decided to meet in Mexico, right, for vacation purpose. And you just want at least have a couple resorts. Like, you can, what you can ask you, where you're gonna be. You can tell them some. I'm gonna tour to that place, and that place, and then head back to Jamaica. It's only for that, right? And please, if you book the reservation, try to make it be as lengthy as possible. Like, for example, 2 weeks. As I say, you can tell them 2 weeks, but them might not grant you the full 2 weeks there. Them can say, I'm going to give you 5, 10 days or whatever, a week. But that no matter, you won't go and know so well. You know? Yeah, you go through, you pass them, and you're good. And please, give them a smile. You know? Make it look like so well. You don't have fret nor anything. And you don't have to dress like, I mean, yeah, dress properly, but not like so well you go at embassy. No. And you don't have to walk with all your clothes or anything like that. You get me? So until then again, as I say, if you need any other information, just hit me up on Anson TV over Instagram. Please give this video a like, and you can also share with a friend and subscribe for more info, because I have a lot more to say. Cool? So until then again, keep safe. Don't know anything go. Anson there. Not for your son, for your own.